Okay, so in this session, we are going to discuss about the JCR SQL2. So this is the one types of the query only. If you want to find out any nodes, okay, or any components or anything in the CRSD, then you can simply use the JCR SQL2. Okay, the syntax of the JCR SQL2 is very similar to the SQL only. And if you want to find out anything from your SQL, like here we have a CRSD light, and here we go. From this CRSD, here we have a lot of nodes, and from this node, if you want to find out how many components we have or how many pages we have, then you can simply use the JCR SQL2. Why we are not using a query builder? Because query builder is also doing the same thing. Query builder is also doing the same thing. Then why we are not using the query builders? Okay. So here in the query builder, this is the query builder. First, this query builder will convert. This is the query builder will convert into an XPath, and this is the XPath will convert into an JCR SQL2. JCR SQL2. Then directly why we are not using this JCR SQL2? Because of they haven't created the API. They haven't created the API for writing the code in the backend. So if you want to execute the JCR SQL2 in the backend, it's not possible. Yeah, but for the query builder, they have provided the special queries, special API. But the thing is, we can execute this JCR SQL2 as well, but we have to use the JCR API. Okay, we have to use this JCR API for executing this JCR SQL2. And see, if you have a knowledge of the XPath, then there is no need to use this query builder, because internally this query builder is converting into an XPath only. Okay, so no need to use. And here we have a lot of topics. That means lot of statements we have to use that one. So where we have to go for writing a query builder? So here we have a CRSD. You will see here queries. You just simply have to click, and here we have a lot of queries. So just like XPath, if you have knowledge of the XPath, then you have to write here only. But if you want to write the query builder, we knows that where we have to go. Okay, and this is the SQL is deprecated in 6.0, so we'll simply use this JCR SQL2 here. Now it will, when you will click on the generate, it will automatically generate the statement. One statement will automatically generate. Now you can select the path. So here in this, I am just selecting content and the variable. Somewhere you will see content and the variable. Yeah, this is the thing. Now just simply click OK. And if you want, you can search the text. Now just try to generate. See, one statement it has generated. This is the statement it is generated. Okay. Now just simply remove this. Yeah. This is nothing but your select query. Yeah, so here I am just mentioning like select everything from this type. From this type, we have to select everything. Now just try to execute. So once you will execute, you will get the result. You will get the result. Okay, so from this content, not from this content path. Now it's not taking this content path. We have, because we have deleted some lines. But here select start from NT base. That means everything it will select. Everything from your CRSD, from this apps folder, bin folder, from everything. So whatever type it will check it. That means this NT base is nothing but the node. Okay, and it will return all the nodes. It will return all the nodes. So it will return your client lists nodes. Okay, it will return your CQ component, NT unstructured, NT file, sling colon folder. So all the types it will return by using this NT base. But if you want to select only the CQ page, you have to simply use here CQ colon page and just try to execute. Here you see, now you got the result. So this is the result we got it. Now based on this, you can define the backend code. Based on that, you can define the backend code, but we'll see later. Okay, CQ dialog we got it. Now here, it's a non-case sensitive. Okay, so here, if here I have select, you can just define in the small case, not a matter. The same result you will get. the same result you will get. Okay, define this, select, yeah, select and try to execute. The same result we are getting. Okay, after that, now here I'm just defining the short name. That is nothing but the alias. Okay, this is nothing but the alias. If you want to define any short name, okay, then you can simply use this as, and here we have a. Okay, as a we have to define. Otherwise, you can just simply define here node. So internally it is iterating one by one. So first of all it was going here and it's giving an answer, after that 2, 3, 4. So it's checking all the paths and pages, and after that it is returning here. So internally one loop is there. This is the loop it is iterating. Okay, so this is nothing but the node. So I have given the meaningful here. After that, yeah, this is the thing. If you want to select in this, if you want to select, if you want to search like DAM assets, you can mention here DAM colon assets. Now execute. You will get the DAM assets. Yeah. Later that we have here is redundant node. Is redundant node. But before that, here you see select star from CQ page. Consider this is the CQ page where is nothing but the clause. Here after that only you can define the condition. Before that you have to define here where. Okay, is descendant node is nothing but whenever you want to define the path, and under this path only if you want to search, then you can simply use is descendant node. Now you can generate. Now select the path from here. VRetil I'm just selecting. Okay, now just simply generate it. Now you will get this is descendant node. So from this particular path we have to search this NT base. Now I don't want this NT base. Here I'm just selecting CQ column page and just simply execute. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Now we got the result. After that, here we have a name property. So this is the name property we have. Why we use this name? So if you want to find out any particular node with the same name, then you can simply use this. Yeah. So come here, and that's it. Here I'm not using this is this under node this time. After that, you can just simply use here name property. Okay, where name you can just mention in the small case or the capital, it's not matter. But from where we are searching? From the CQ page only we are searching, no? So what we are searching the name, but from where? From the CQ page, and we have given already the short name, that is S. So you can just simply define here S. After that equals to double quotes or the single quotes you can mention, and just define there v retail and execute it. You got the result. This is the result we got it. Okay, there in the query builder what we will use, in the query builder we have a full text, and using that full text we'll get the name. Is it, is it no? And if you want to define their path, we'll use this path, predicate will use. But here is descendant node, is descendant node will use. This is the property we'll use, that is descendant node. Okay, just like that we have a select. So if you want to define the type, we'll use the type predicate. But here we have to use select star from, and here we have to mention the type. Whatever it is, we have to mention the type. The same thing it is doing, but JCR SQL is fast as compared to the query builder. That's it. After that, here we have is descendant node. We have already discussed, and here we have a contents. So inside these particular properties, if we have one title property, and in this title property, do we have this vretail name? If it is so, then it will return true. Okay, then it will return the result. So now here, instead of that, you can mention here contents, and here yes dot JCR colon title. Okay, and here I'm just mentioning vretail. Close it. Now try to execute. Something went wrong there. not a comma, we have to define comma and the we little. That's nice. Here is double quotes, no? We little. Yeah, that's nice. As also I have defined there. So I have given a short name. Here we have to mention the title, simple title, and you can define this we little. Give a comma and just try to execute. Now this time we are getting the result, but we don't have anything. We don't have anything as title. We don't have any title with this we little. Instead of that, just try to type US. Here we have to close it and execute. No result. That means we are not getting anything with this title. So let it be. So if any title is defined with this US, then we'll get the result. Otherwise, we won't. And after that, here we have a like operator. Like operator, that means if you want to filter anything, we have a two wildcard. First one is a percentage and second one is a underscore. Okay, based on that we will filter and we'll get the data, we'll get the result. Now consider you have a title. Okay, title we have, but you knows only the few things. Okay, you knows only the few things and you want to find out based on that particular character. Okay, so in this case you knows that in the first it may be anything, but in the last we have a w. In the last what we have a w. In the first it may be anything. Then you have to simply use select start from CQ column page as nodes. Node is nothing but the short name for this particular CQ page content, where is descendant node, that is content, and from this content we are just simply, where it is, yeah, we are just simply taking these nodes, and after that we are performing the JCR column title and later that like operator. Okay, come here, generate simply is descendant node, we got it. Okay, so here instead of that we have to define the CQ column page is descendant node, we got the content, just take the content only. Yeah, content we got it, and perform the AND operator. So here you can define the small or the character, it's not matter, and this is the grouping. This is the grouping. So here, if you want to perform the and or operator, and or operator in your query builder, okay, in our query builder, so what we will use, we'll use the group, no, group dot property will make the property one underscore property, and the value of this particular one underscore property dot value something, and after that again we'll use the group, is it, and here we'll mention the true 2, this is a 2, and here we have a value, and after that we'll perform group dot or group dot p dot or is equals to true. That means so it perform the or operation on this two properties. Okay, so it will perform the or operation in these two properties. But in our case, here we just simply have to use this group. So this is the parenthesis open and the close. It's nothing but the group only. Okay, so in this case, now I'm just using CQ page content. That's okay. And nodes you can type simply. I'm not defining this. You can just simply type nodes. And here we have to define JCR colon. Sorry, not a JCR colon content. We'll simply take the CQ page content. Then we don't need to take like a here content. Now here we don't need to take here first of all JCR colon content. Directly we can define here JCR colon title. Directly you can define the title, and you after that you can define here like operator. Here the end you can define the like operator. Like operator, now you can mention something. So in the first it may be anything, but at the last I need a W. I need a small w and try to execute. Okay, it's getting error. Which one? Yeah. Here we have to define the S. Execute again. Again we are getting the error. Do we have used somewhere? Yeah, it should be in the square bracket only. That's okay. Later that we have performed the AND operator. That is also okay. Yes, dot colon JCR colon title. We have defined it. Like operator, double quotes, percentage, and the last we have defined it. Everything is well, no? Yeah, exactly. Here we don't have a bracket. We have to give. So we don't have anything. Just try with the S. Yeah, we got it. So wherever you will go in this pages, so when you will click here, just try to click and just open it. So it's open the properties to this. Yeah. So this is the thing. Now when you will click here, open the properties, and here you see at the last, at the first it may be anything, but at the last it will be a S. See here in the filter, at the last we have defined the S, and percentage, that means in the first it may be anything. Okay, in the first character now I'm just defining underscore and yes. Just try to execute. See, there is the US, you got it. That means firstly we have the underscore and after that we have a S. After that we have a S. Now we are saying, we are discussing like it's not null. Okay, so just take this is not null. So it should not be a null. So if it is not null, you will get the result. See, so you got 835. 835 result you got. That means, so whatever we are just searching these CQ pages. Okay, so from that, this title should not be a null. So if it is null, so you have to define like this, is null. Now execute. Now you will get the result. So 15. So when you will go inside this, try to go there, and inside this EM, you want to see the JCI title. See, we don't have a JCI title here, so that's why it is returning this output. There is the output it is returning. Okay, and here we have a order by after that. After that we have a order by. So just try to delete this. Simply is descendant node. We'll just perform the order by, and here we'll mention the S, that means our alias, and after that here JCR colon title. Okay, that's nice. And it should be, this is the title or the JCR column created, that we need in descending format. Created. Now by default it will return in the form of ascending. Okay, so default it will return in the form of ascending only. But here it's showing some error, dot we haven't defined. We have to define dot and execute it. Yeah, we got it. We got all the thing in the ascending format. So by default it's ascending, but if you want in the descending, then you just simply have to come at the last, and here you have to define descending. That's it, and just execute. So this time it will change the structure. So now all the things you are getting, this is the output you are getting in the form of descending. Okay, any difficulty, so far? Okay, that's okay. And the last we have a cast as well. So one cast method we have. So like consider, now this is the JCR column created. So when you will go inside the JCR column created anywhere, so you will receive this date format. You will receive this date format. Okay. And now inside that, I'm just simply mentioning the string. Here inside this, I'm mentioning the string here. So here I'm just defining one concept, like this is the JCI created, it should be a greater than this 2023. Then only it will return the result. But what is this? Now what we are doing? This is the date we are comparing with this string. Okay, this is the date we are comparing in the string. So it's not possible. Okay, so you can just simply convert it into a date. So how we can convert? For that we just simply have to use this cast method. A cast statement we have to use, and here we have to mention like as we have to convert into a date. That's it. Okay, so this is the string we are converting as a date. And now you can come here and just try to execute. Again, we are getting the error. Cast is okay now. As the problem we are getting here. Yeah, it's traveling more than thousands. Okay, so this is the one types of error only. This is the one types of error. So here we have to use indexing. For that, we have to use the indexing, and we can just prevent this one by using a oak indexing. Okay, that we'll discuss in future how we can do that things. But the result we are getting more than thousands, 10,000. So that's why I think so it's returning like this. So it should be a greater than. Try to define 21, execute it. Still it's getting content, and here you can define variable. Just execute. Okay, let it be. It's returning a lot of. It's more than 10,000 or 1 lakh nodes, so that's why it's giving these types of error. But the thing is now here I'm just generating again. This is the thing I have generated. Now CQ column page as s where is descendant node content and the weight. Now just try to execute. So how much data we are getting? 489. Now this is the query I want to execute by using a backend code. This is the query I want to execute by using a backend code. So how we can do that things? So for that firstly we have to copy this. Just simply copy, come in the backend code, and this CRSD. The Eclipse we have to come, and here go main. Just we'll try to create inside this servlet. We'll try to create inside this servlet. So somewhere we have already created one servlet. Yeah, so this is the servlet we have. Here only I am just defining the logic. So get methods and everything we already have. Close this. Yeah. Okay. Now first of all, here see, so especially your JCR SQL2, they doesn't have the special API. So they will use the JCR API. Okay, they will use the JCR API. So how we can get it that one? So first of all, we have to get the resolver. Get resource resolver we have to get. And where is that? Request dot get resource resolver we have to type. Get resource resolver. Get resource resolver at the last. Once you will get this, you will return the object of the resource resolver. Resolver I'm just defining. So here we are using a require. We are using here servlet. So when you will use the servlet, you will get the resource resolver by using this method. So this method it has present inside your request. Okay. But when we will talk about the OAGS service, that time we have to create the system user. We will not get the resource resolver directly. We need we need a system service. Then only we can get this resource resolver. But here in the servlet, it's very easy to get the resource resolver. We got it now. A resolver dot find resources. So here we have one method, and this method accept two parameters. This method accept two parameters. But before that, we haven't defined the query. We have to define. Okay, so what is our query? You can just simply copy this and make it in the string format. Public string, and you can just define the name of the query, double quotes, and just simply paste it. That's it. That's it. We got the query. But instead of that, you can define as a class level, so it will be good. So we have defined there, and this find resources. So this is the method. It will accept two parameters. So first of all, it's a query. Okay, first of all, it's a query. That means we are executing the query, and in the second, it is saying like what you want to execute. Because in the JCR SQL, in the JCR API, we have a SQL, we have a JCR SQL2, okay, we have a XPath. So what you want to execute? So we'll just simply saying like we have to execute the query. So you can mention here query dot capital query dot JCR SQL2. See, here we have a lot XPath, SQL. So here, that's why I'm saying like it's not a specially designed or developed for your JCR SQL2. Okay, so here you can use this. Where is that JCR? Java X JCR. Yeah, this is the thing we have to use. That's it. Okay, so it will return resources. Okay, so what we have done here is, so this is the query, we got it. This is the query we have passed, and after that we are saying like this query we have to execute as a JCR SQL2. So it has executed by using this method, and it has returning the result. So we got this result. So this is the result we got in the form of iterator. Okay. Now here you can simply use the while loop and mention it resources dot has next. Simply, if it has a resources, then we'll take the one resource first of all. We'll take one resource. How we can take it? Resources dot next. By using firstly here what I'm doing, I'm just simply checking. I'm just checking like exactly inside this resource we have a nodes or not. If we have, then only it will come inside this while loop, and after that, if we have a resource, then this resource will get it. So how we can get? By using this next method. Now we have stored here inside this next, and now this is the next. You can convert into one page. If you want, you can convert into one page. Here next dot get the path. So we are getting the path as well. Now if I want the title, next dot get title. Now just try to write comma here. Now next dot get title. So title I'm not getting, so you can just simply convert this one into an, we have to convert this one into an page. We have to convert into one page. So next dot adapt to, and here I'm just defining the page simply, and just simply convert into one page. Okay, now from this page just try to get the title. Yeah, here we have a title. Okay, and after that page dot get the, now path we don't have here. So if you need a path, you can just simply take this next, take this next dot get the path, get the path. We got the path now. Okay, now the same data I just want to deliver in the form of JSON. So we need a JSON object. So here JSON dot create object builder. We got the object builder, and after that JSON dot create array builder. Now we got the array builder as well. That's it. We got the object builder and we got the array builder. So now this value we have to store there. Ob Object builder dot add, and here we have to add first of all the title, and how we can add it. Title page dot get the title. That's it. We got the title now. Object builder dot add, and in this case we have to define the paths and just define this next dot get the path. Okay, we got it. Now at the last, now I just want to store this object into an array. So array builder, simply you have to add, and here you can add the object builder. That's it. Object builder we have added. Now simply outside of this while loop, you can just print your response. So response dot get writer, response dot get writer. Now you can write something, and here we have to write the array builder. Array builder, not a, yeah, array builder only, no? Array builder. Okay, so it's getting error. So first of all we have to accept this IO exception. Yeah, that's nice. To string, where is this array builder? Yeah, so we have created this array builder inside this while loop, so that's why we cannot use the out of this while loop. So for that we have to copy this, cut, and we have to define outside of this while. That's it. Now that error has gone, now you can define here two strings. So we are converting this JSON object into one string, and we'll get the result. Oh, where I have defined. Here I have added simply. After that, here I have defined. And this is the path we have to convert into one string. Otherwise, we won't get. We won't get it. So it will return in the form of a resource. So this path, it's not a pure string. So we have to convert it. Now we have done. Now just try to deploy it. How we can deploy? So we have to go inside the our project, core module. Here you can just simply define cmd mbn clean install p auto install bundle. That's it. Hit enter. I don't know whether it will execute or not. We have a problem in our servlet, but still we'll try. Where is our backend code? Yeah, we have registered through this resource type. Resource type, so we have to find out. We have created the page by using a resource type, then only it will execute. So where it is search software project, so we have to go inside this EN and just try to search it. JCR colon content. So yeah, so by using this resource type, this is the page it has created, that is EN. So you can just simply copy this path, come over here, and here localhost 4502 and paste it. Do we have defined any extension? Yeah, so we have defined the txt. Test failure, again we have to execute, it will go. Okay, we have to delete. Why? Here, because what is this? This is the out of the box. See, when you will deploy your project, or when you will import your project in the Eclipse, you will by default you will see this sample servlet.java. Okay, so here we have a test, and inside this test you will see the servlet, and for that they have defined this simple servlet test. When you will double click on it, this is nothing but your JUnit. So they have performed this JUnit. So now I'm just simply deleting. I don't want this, and we have just simply delete. Yes. Now its test case is happening. Again, you can just write. It's executing the core module. After that, it will execute the core module test cases. So first of all, it will execute this module. There is a simple Java code. After that, it will execute this test cases. Yeah, test cases has executed successfully because directly we have deleted. Yeah, build success. Now just come here. And here we have to define the txt. Hit enter. Not found. That means something went wrong. Search software. Text also we have. Okay, so it's getting null pointer exceptions. In this time, we are getting a null pointer exception. That means everything is right. Our servlet is executing right, but in our program we have a error. So we have to check. Come and down. Null pointer exceptions at line number 69. So I think so. In this page, what is that title? There we don't have a get title. Now just try to go there. This is the title. JCR title. We don't have a title here. So that's why we are getting the error. Simply JCR colon at title, and this is the EM. Save it. Now again just try to deploy. It should not be a null. It should not be a null. It's not like that. 69 we are getting the error title and the page title. If we get the error, if we get the null somewhere, then it will return the null pointer exceptions. Still we get the same. Still we get the same. Instead of this title, just take something new, because see, if it is like that, then we have to define the if conditions. Here we have to define the if condition, and here we have to get the get value map. So here we have to define next get value map, and here we have to get the particular page title. Okay, otherwise you can take the title directly, and after that this should be not a null. So this one it's not a null, then only you can execute this object parts. Okay, so how we can do that things? Get, here we have to mention the JCR colon title. Okay, and here string dot class, and after that here you can mention it It's not equals to null. If it is not equals to null, then you can double control D, open the curly braces, and just close it. That's it. So like that way it will work out. So you have to do it for everything. You have to do it for everything. So get next dot get value map dot get JCR title you have to check, and if it is not null, then only you can just go inside this. Now try to execute once. You don't know whether it's executed or not. No. Still null pointer exceptions time we are getting 69. No, we are performing on VReturn. We are performing on a VReturn. Still we will get it. As deploy successful, try to refresh. Same we are getting. Okay, so here also will not mention like this. Directly here next dot get path, and it should not be a null. See, like that error has gone right now. Here you see when you will come here, so it's not showing here now. Okay, but still we have a null pointer exception. That means somewhere we have a now where it is showing at line number 73. So you have to come and check it line number 20, 73. So it was this. Again try to deploy. Now this time it's saying it's not found. So that means our null pointer exception has gone, and it's not finding. Avoid string. Okay, we'll discuss this in the next class.